Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be explaining the Android Oreo update on my HTC U11 here in the UK. This is, by the way, the SIM-free version and the unlocked version of the HTC U11 that I purchased directly from HTC themselves. Okay, so let's have a look and see what changes do we have in the Oreo update of HTC U11. So first and foremost, my favorite most feature, you can now tap and slide on any part of the screen and you can have the notification menu come down straight away without any issues. So this is lovely. That's something which I've seen on the OnePlus phones from a long time, but I'm glad to see that finally HTC have also adapted this. You can tap on anywhere on the screen and your notification panel will just come down like that without any issues. Also, if you swipe upwards, the app drawer will also come up without any issues. So this is very nice. Also, I like these new rounded widgets. They look very classy, and you can see the small bubbles up there. They show the actual notifications on every individual app. So say for instance on Instagram, if you press and hold, you'll see it will come up so as to who has liked or followed you on Instagram. Similarly on Play Store, tap and hold and you can see it tells you 3 new updates. 39 updates total are there at the moment. So this is also very handy and nice. Also, the inclusion of now the HTC Edge Launcher. As you know, this phone's got the squeeze function, so you can just squeeze it like that and you can see the launcher actually comes in without any issues. As you can see, it's very nice. I will be doing a dedicated separate video on the launcher. It's got a few things in it which I will explain in a dedicated video, so I'll rather leave it like that for now. But it is very handy and I'm very happy to see the way they have implemented it. You just squeeze it and it comes out straight away. So I'm not going to talk about too many features, as there are plenty of videos on YouTube already explaining you all the features. Now let's talk about performance and also specifically the battery life, which often gets ignored on YouTube and people don't talk about it in detail. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the performance. Performance to me seems to be very nice. No issues here so far from what I can see. Looks lovely. Everything opens up very smoothly. Camera app, this, that. Open the camera app here, opens very quickly and nice. And you can see here, if you go into further options, you also got 60 FPS, 30 FPS and various video modes, 4K, Full HD and everything else. So the camera seems very nice and still very fast and quick. So let's take a photo of this Android figure that I got here. Okay, let's go a bit more quicker without tapping on the screen and see how the quality comes up. So let me increase the brightness of the phone a bit. Full brightness, there we go. As you can see, it's still capable of taking some really crisp and nice pictures with good bit of detail and depth in it. So let's go back here again, and this is the picture from far away, and still got a very nice quality from what I can see so far. So impressive camera still on the HTC U11. However, I found some bits in video where video has started to become a bit more wobbly, and same happening on the Samsung Galaxy S8 and Note 8 as well for some reason. I'll be posting some videos and giving you the latest update if the video is still wobbly or has it improved after the update. But the last time I checked it, I was a bit surprised that the video, which was very stable initially, has got now some issues with wobbling. So we'll have a look and see if that's still the case. But do stay tuned to my channel and I'll be uploading some new samples on the Android Oreo update. Okay, so performance wise, like I said, no issues here guys so far. Everything seems to be very smooth and the phone seems to be running very nicely without any issues. Okay, so now let's go into gallery and my favorite area, which is the battery life. And lots of you watching right now are obviously interested to see how good is the battery life after the Android Oreo update. I've looked at some YouTube videos. Some people are saying it's good, some people are saying it's bad, but obviously these opinions are mine and you may differ. But from what I can see so far, there is a massive improvement in battery on the U11 ever since the Oreo update. Okay, so I got the Oreo update in the UK on the 17th of Jan. It was a 1.28 gig huge massive update. It says an Android Oreo update and system enhancement, so it was quite nice. And then the first thing I noticed was the widgets. Like I said to you earlier in the video, they look very nice and I love this new touch by HTC. Okay, first and foremost, as you can see guys, I was testing here the standby time on the U11 after the first Oreo update. So as you can see, on the 18th of Jan, 8:41, I left the phone alone, and then at 14:03, which is in the afternoon, I checked it again and the battery was down to 25% from 27%, so we only lost 2%, which doesn't look too bad. Okay, then I went into the Play Store and I also had a camera update, and like I said to you earlier, I can see a bit of issues in the video side, but I have done this update on the phone already. I don't know how the camera is like now guys, but like I said, please do stay tuned to my channel and I'll be uploading some new videos on Oreo on the U11 and also on my Galaxy phone to see if the video is still as good as it was before. Okay, so then we also got the HTC Edge Launcher update, which I did, also obviously part of the Android Oreo, so I was able to update that straight away, and I'm really enjoying this feature so far. As you can see, same pictures for the launcher. Okay, so this was my very first run. Battery was all the way down to 5% using mostly Wi-Fi, and I was able to only get 4 hours and 24 minutes of screen on time. Later on in the video you will see the screen on time has improved actually, and that's why I never rush into my videos, guys. I always take my time, because the time when you have a major update, it takes a time for the phone to settle down, and you know, everything happening at the back end, so it's not good to come to a conclusion straight away after taking 1 or 2 readings. That's why I prefer to live with the phone for at least a week or 2, and then give you my real world stats after a couple of weeks. Okay, so as you can see here, I was using Instagram, social media, YouTube, Twitter, everything else, and like I said, I was able to squeeze out only 4 hours and 24 minutes of screen on time, which is not too bad. It's still decent, but it's not as good as it was from the previous update on 7.1. Okay, once again I tested the standby time at 2:50 on 22nd of Jan, as you can see, and then when I checked it at 9:40 in the morning, the battery had gone down to 39% from 40%, so it only lost to 1% all this time, and once again, nicely done, not too bad. Okay, this was the second run with Wi-Fi only, and after 20 hours and 39 minutes I was able to squeeze 6 hours and 34 minutes of screen on time, which was fantastic, and I was very happy to see that. And my use was pretty much the same as before, in fact more heavier than before, because I really wanted to test and see how the battery is on this phone, and can I even get even worse screen on time from what I had before. As you can see, I was pretty aggressive with the phone. I used the phone on YouTube for almost 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I lost 23% in doing so. Showbox, Instagram, nearly an hour again, as you can see, guys. Sorry about that. And you can see Chrome, Twitter, nearly an hour as well. So I was quite heavy on the phone, watching lots of YouTube videos and everything else, and I was able to achieve, like I said, 6 hours and 34 minutes of screen on time, which was fantastic and good news. And that's why I said it's always good to leave the phone at least for a few days before you put a video up on YouTube. Otherwise, you might not be getting accurate readings. Okay, again, I was testing the standby time here, and you can see 2:59 on 23rd of Jan. And then when I checked it in the morning, 11:32, the battery had gone down to 38%. Now you can see there's a big deplete here from 46% at around 3 o'clock in the morning to 38% around 11:32 in the morning. Now I can tell you that I had about 3 missed calls and about 4 or 5 text messages when I got up, and when I got up the notification light was actually blinking, so that depleted the battery quicker. So here again, down to 5%, and I was using the phone here on 4G most of the times. As you can see, 19 hours and 50 minutes of total usage since full charge, and I was able to achieve 5 hours and 28 minutes of screen on time once again, which is very good considering the phone has only got a 3000 milliamp battery. My social media use normal bits and bobs, and I was able to achieve a decent amount of screen on time. Once again, another run on 4G, and this time around I was able to achieve 5 hours and 43 minutes of screen on time. So once again, very good on 4G. In fact, this was not only 4G but Wi-Fi as well, and that's why I was able to achieve slightly more than the one we had from before. So this time around 5 hours, like I said, and 43 minutes of screen on time. Okay, once again, Wi-Fi, another run, strong, heavy usage. I wanted to make sure that I could still get 6 or plus hours of screen on time with just Wi-Fi only. As you can see here, after 15 hours and 26 minutes using Wi-Fi only, I was able to achieve 6 hours and 18 minutes of screen on time. Once again, a very good run, and I was very heavy on YouTube. As you can see, 1 hour and 48 minutes of YouTubing, resulting in only 19% of total usage from the battery. Once again, very well done by HTC, the way they have optimized this YouTube app, especially with HTC Sense and everything else on Android Oreo 8.0. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much it for now. As you can see, the battery life on the U11 and Android Oreo from my experience is extremely good. It has improved even more from what it has before on 7.1, so thumbs up to HTC for giving us some great optimizations. The only thing which is problem at the moment is the PNP, which is picture-in-picture feature, which is not working. And like I said, I've done a dedicated video. I'll leave a link down below. Please do have a look and see at that video, see if that helps you. And like always, guys, please subscribe to my channel as it helps. If you got any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and please give my video a thumbs up if you like it, and I shall see you in the next video.